Getten brothers. My name is Chris, and this is my brother Mike. We are the creators of the musical short film Valleys.
We're here to answer some of your questions.
Some of my lifelong goals, definitely in the past years, as we've kind of become more spiritual people, is definitely that whole identity of awakening and enlightenment, and something that you kind of shed your ego and you shed your human materialism almost, in a sense, and operate from that ether.
Mm-hmm. Definitely becoming more, oriented towards service and the whole, rather than, being mostly like geared towards doing things for yourself, like doing this. I do this because I'm trying to become, I want to be this or I want to be that. But I think, it's important to think of ourselves and to respect ourselves and to work towards our goals as individuals, but also having, a look at the whole and doing things that help others while helping yourself. Because I feel like that's what we need. We need people. That's how you heal. We need people that want to, serve others and at the same time heal themselves and heal the whole, society that we have.
It's funny, like we can look at deforestation as a good example of what we're talking about, and how people are centered in doing things for their own gain. You look at something like a tree. A tree provides a human oxygen, and we're cutting this tree down so we can make money.
Mm-hmm. It's really like just trying to recognize that everything is connected, and that tree is a part of you just as much as like your hand. Yeah. So like cutting down that tree is cutting off your hand. Do you have to cut off your hand? No, you don't have to. I mean, if it's stuck, if it's like that guy who was stuck between a rock and you have to cut it down, like then do it.
Yeah,
but like there's no need to over saturate the destruction that's going on in the world. I think you might as well just plant a tree or just appreciate the trees that already exist.
Yeah. And doing things for the right reasons. You look at something like hemp. Hemp was made illegal because of the paper industry. Like the byproducts that hemp could be used for. We need to start living in a world where we recognize the easiest and best solutions instead of making things more difficult for us.
Right. We definitely just simplify. I think that's the name of the game. Simplification.
Keep it simple.
As Master Yoda would say, the future is cloudy, but I'm not a meteorologist.
But side of meatballs or something.
Like we can only have our intention, I think, to what we would prefer, and just not be too attached to what we think will happen. As far as my intention is, us advance, like you were saying, advance into our roles of who we are at our core, and really not delay our inevitable evolution as a species and as spiritual beings having this experience.
For sure. I think that it's definitely a difficult question for the same reason, like saying that it's cloudy. You can only be actively present in the moment at all times. The future and the past really don't exist because it's always the moment.
Mm-hmm.
And
right.
To talk about the universe, and it's like, because it has evolved, and it continues to evolve, but maybe the universe is a lot bigger than we think, and there's universes inside of universes, and they're all just going along their own coming of age.
But even just thinking about this universe, like I don't think we can really wrap our heads around how big it is. Like if we were to scale like the just our solar system, how far apart our solar system is incredibly so far apart. Like we can't really, because we're so small compared to it, we can only make whatever the word is, analogies and metaphors to how big it is.
And it's like I think I was watching a Morgan Freeman interview the other day, and he was saying how science is all theory. It's all theory until we come up with a better answer. So, we can talk about the universe and make analogies
Right.
and metaphors like you're saying, but we don't know. Like we're just making mathematical equations.
But
work,
it's
you know?
important, because we build on the past, what they've come up with, scientists and Darwin and Da Vinci and all these thinkers. They come up with theories and the way they think the world is, and we just build on top of that. And like you said, the future doesn't exist. We create it now. So I think that's the most important thing to know, is just that now is when the future is.
And that's such a relevant thing to say right now, is the future, because we're experiencing this like right before our eyes.
Yeah, we live in the future with
Technology really taking that turn and becoming very in a lot of the books and channelings that you read about extraterrestrial, whether it's anti-gravity or anything, it's consciousness driven. I think that's something that we're really entering into the realm of, is conscious technology. And that's really where
Where's the line between
just having that question before you're talking with Nick, like talking about robots gaining consciousness now. You really have some Isaac Asimov.
That's interesting. I guess it makes you think, like, what is the definition of conscious? What is conscious? Like, is this couch conscious right now that we're sitting on it?
It's gotta be.
But it can't tell you whether it is or not. But hey, that's just another theory.
People should listen to what everyone has to say, just to formulate their own opinion. And I can't force you to listen to what I have to say. And I don't think that it's important for you to take another's opinion as the truth. It's a way to formulate your own opinion of reality. And listening to what we have to say, I think, is just like listening to what a stranger on the street has to say.
Right. I don't think what we say has any more, thing to hold than anyone else. You should just listen to what other people have to say if it resonates with you. If it doesn't resonate with you, you can still listen, but it doesn't mean you have to apply that as, truths in your life.
Yeah.
Just listen, hear it out, see if it resonates. If it doesn't, just keep it moving, and just really just listen to what the presence in yourself has to say about what you're hearing, and if it works, not.
Yeah, I like that, like the whole resonance thing, where some people listen to heavy metal, some people listen to country. It's what resonates with you. And someone can be ignorant and say, well, that music sucks, or this and that, but someone really put their time and effort into making that, just like people's way of living. If someone has something to say, they've lived their whole life to say that. Like, why not give them your 10 seconds of attention?
It's important. Or it's just as important as silence. Listen or silence.
Yeah.
Life.
Breaking it down, huh?
Cut right to the chase. Life is what you make it. It's probably been said 1,000, 100,000 times, but I think it's the most true statement about life. And we all come here for different reasons, I think, to be alive. And we participate in different things that make us really feel alive. And, I think sticking with those things and, just following what we really feel is right for us will, give meaning to our life and bring it purpose.
Yeah, for sure. I believe everyone is a genius. I believe everyone is as smart as they can be and as dumb as they want to be. It's truly up to you. It's what you make it, like you said. Everyone has the potential to do amazing things. Look at the odds that so many people have overcome in their lives to do what they do. So in as short as I could cut it with the theory on life, probably the most complicated question is, I am.
There you go. if I died tomorrow, I guess it would be depending on who you ask. Like, if you ask some guy on the street, they'd be like, I didn't even know that guy. I can't really say much about him. I hope he was a good guy. But if you ask, you know, someone who might have known me, I don't know. That's a hard question. You know, it's hard to, you know, see yourself from other people's perspective because you only have your own perspective to view yourself. It's like you kind of have to get like an out of body experience to see what's this guy like.
What you were saying there made me think of that artist that would let someone describe what they look like and draw that person, and then draw the person from what they actually look like.
Okay.
And you can see how, like, what someone thinks of themselves, they think they're a lot uglier than they are, they think they're a lot colder than they are, and you know, whatever it may be. But to someone else that's always seen you for what you are, you know, they're gonna formulate that opinion. And you know, hopefully, like, when people remember us, me, you, anyone, you know, it's just like they see the positive, like the good that you tried to bring, you know. And you know, that's something that I feel we've always prided ourselves on, is just being there for people, you know. Not really being the type of person that just is, you know, a bandwagon person, you know, that catches on. And
that's the type of question, like, all right, like, it's almost like instead of answering, you're just kind of like, all right, I'm gonna, you know, try and influence the way I affect people starting now, so that, you know, because you never know when you're gonna go, and so after that you could say, hey, this guy, you know, he helped me in one way or another.